What if the ocean was made of jelly instead of water? This question comes from marine biologist Dr. Samuel Rivera, who asks, if Earth's oceans suddenly transformed from water into a transparent, gelatinous substance with the consistency of firm jelly, maintaining the same volume and basic chemical properties but with dramatically different physical behavior, how would this affect marine life, weather patterns, and human civilization? Let's imagine it's a calm Tuesday morning when fishermen worldwide notice something impossible happening to the sea. The water that had been gently lapping against their boats suddenly becomes thick and wobbly. Within hours, every ocean, sea, and large body of water on Earth has transformed into a massive, translucent jelly substance that jiggles with the slightest movement but maintains its liquid-like ability to flow and move. The immediate impact on marine life would be catastrophic yet fascinating. Fish would find themselves swimming through a substance that offers much more resistance than water, requiring them to develop stronger swimming muscles within days or face exhaustion. Whales would struggle to dive through the dense jelly, their massive bodies creating enormous ripples that would propagate for kilometers across the gelatinous ocean surface. But surprisingly, some marine creatures would thrive in this new environment. Jellyfish, already adapted to gelatinous movement, would become the dominant ocean species almost overnight. Their natural swimming motions would be perfectly suited for navigating through jelly seas, giving them an unprecedented evolutionary advantage over fish, dolphins, and other marine animals. The most immediate crisis would hit the global weather system. Ocean currents, which drive Earth's climate patterns, would slow dramatically as the thick jelly resists the wind and temperature forces that normally create circulation. The Gulf Stream would become a slow-moving river of jelly, unable to transport warm water northward effectively. Europe would begin experiencing much colder temperatures within months as this crucial warming current failed. Evaporation would virtually stop. The jelly ocean surface would be too thick for normal water cycle processes, meaning no water vapor would rise to form clouds. Rain would become increasingly rare, and within a year, most terrestrial areas would face severe drought as the normal precipitation cycle collapsed completely. Shipping would face an impossible situation. Large vessels would find themselves moving through an ocean that behaves like thick soup, requiring massive amounts of energy to push through the gelatinous resistance. Smaller boats would become nearly impossible to navigate as oars and propellers would struggle against the jelly's consistency. International trade would grind to a halt as ships become trapped in the wobbly substance. But after several months of jelly oceans, scientists would discover something remarkable. The jelly wasn't just a transformed version of water, it was teeming with microscopic lifeforms unlike anything previously known to science. These organisms appeared to be thriving in the gelatinous environment, forming complex networks throughout the jelly matrix. Analysis would reveal that these microorganisms were performing photosynthesis at an incredible rate, producing oxygen more efficiently than ocean phytoplankton ever had. The jelly ocean was actually generating more breathable atmosphere than the original water oceans, compensating for the reduced land-based plant growth caused by drought. Even more surprisingly, the jelly would prove to have remarkable healing properties. Coastal communities would discover that swimming in the jelly ocean could accelerate wound healing and reduce inflammation. The gelatinous substance contained complex proteins and compounds that had therapeutic effects on human tissue. Here's where the discovery becomes truly extraordinary. After a year of living with jelly oceans, researchers would realize that the transformation wasn't random. The jelly was responding to environmental stimuli in ways that water never could. It would become firmer during storms to protect coastlines from damage, and softer during calm weather to allow marine life to move more easily. The jelly ocean was demonstrating primitive intelligence. It was actively managing its own ecosystem, adjusting its consistency and chemical properties based on the needs of the life forms within it. The microscopic organisms weren't just living in the jelly, they were controlling it, creating a collective ocean consciousness. The shocking truth would emerge that Earth's transformation to jelly oceans was the planet's response to impending ecological collapse. The ocean had evolved into a self-regulating biological system designed to preserve life during environmental crisis. The jelly's ability to slow down weather patterns was actually preventing catastrophic climate change by reducing the violent storms and temperature extremes that were threatening global ecosystems. But the most profound revelation would be that this wasn't the first time Earth's oceans had become jelly. Geological evidence would reveal that throughout planetary history, oceans periodically transformed into gelatinous states during major extinction events, serving as protective nurseries that allowed life to survive and evolve during cosmic or environmental disasters. The jelly ocean wasn't destroying marine ecosystems, it was preserving them in a more stable, manageable form. Fish that adapted to swimming through jelly would develop enhanced strength and endurance. Marine plants would evolve more efficient root systems. The entire ocean food chain would become more resilient and sustainable. The final twist would be that humans could learn to live with and benefit from jelly oceans. Coastal cities would develop new technologies for harvesting the therapeutic jelly substance. Architecture would adapt to use the ocean's intelligence for coastal protection. Humanity would realize that the jelly ocean was offering a partnership, a chance to live symbiotically with a conscious planetary ocean system. The day the ocean became jelly would mark Earth's most successful attempt at self-preservation, transforming from passive water into an active, intelligent biological system capable of protecting and nurturing life through whatever challenges the future might bring.